Welcome to Dramatic Interpretation Judges Training. Dramatic interpretation is a presentation of dramatic literature that is serious in nature. DI pieces come from published novels, short stories, plays, and sometimes even poetry. DI is usually heartrending and emotional, and in fact you might even need tissues. Dramatic interpretation is a memorized event. Manuscripts may not be used during this event. The student will make brief introductory remarks at the beginning or near the beginning of his piece that will include the title of the piece and the author's name. Recorded material or selections that are found on the internet but which are not printed and published are prohibited in dramatic interpretation. Words and characters in a piece cannot be changed, although they may be cut. However, the performance must maintain the author's intent. In dramatic interpretation, movement is allowed but is limited to the space of a hula hoop. Bending, leaning, twisting, or swiveling is allowed. The use of the body to suggest character is allowed. This might include gestures, postures, appropriate audience eye contact, etc. Students may not use props or even use their clothes to show action. For example, they may not actually zip up their jacket or put their hands in their pockets. Characters are differentiated by the use of different voices, different focal points or where the person is looking as they speak, and body postures. Content should be appropriate to the speaker and to the audience in support of contemporary community values. As in all forensics events, you will be making comments on the student's critique sheet, also known as the ballot. The student will have completed the ballot before they hand it to you as they enter their rounds. Things that you might consider as you write on the critique sheet is the student's choice of selection. Is it appropriate to the speaker? Are they interpreting the piece in a way that makes sense? How's their pronunciation of the words in the piece? And is their timing good? Are they enunciating the words clearly, or do you have to struggle to understand? Are they using posture and gestures that make sense within the piece, and are they poised? Is their energy level strong throughout the piece, and are they using vocal and facial expressions? Are their characters clearly defined through posture and voice? The meaning and the mood of the piece should be conveyed. The audience should hear, understand, and feel what the author is trying to convey. In this event, you may not give time signals. You will time the event, and the student has 10 minutes to present the selection and the introduction. There is a 30-second grace period. Do not interrupt the student if she goes over time, but if the student goes over time and the grace period, then he cannot be ranked first in this particular round. When all the speakers are done, then your job as the judge begins. First, you will rank each speaker, first, second, third, etc. Once you've ranked each speaker, then you will score the speakers between 70 and 100, with 100 being best. If there is another judge in your section, work independently from that judge. Do not confer over rankings or scores. Fill the critique sheet out carefully, knowing that students are going to be looking at that critique sheet and trying to interpret what you've said in order to improve their performance. Take all the completed materials to the tab room. Please don't discuss the results with anyone until after the tournament. Thank you for helping to judge our tournament today. The students really appreciate your time and energy. We hope you enjoy the experience.